realizing that eyewitness testimony isn't always correct.
Reliable.
Yeah.
But Edmund and Zechariah, while you're waiting on Claudia to arrive, the 4 people that you have are going to look at you and go, well, if you're not holding us here and those guns aren't going to be used or anything, I'm going to head home. I'm going to find a cab.
It's like, Zach is kind of look to them and be like, it's like, I don't know. He doesn't really have any problems with letting them go, although he would appreciate if they stay quiet about what they've seen for the time being.
If you want to impress that on them, you could always give me a presence roll.
Okay, yeah. Zach is going to tell them that it's of utmost importance that they don't tell anybody about what they've seen yet.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call this a will presence roll.
Will presence?
You're not trying to scare them, but you are trying to impress upon them the importance of the matter.
Okay, so give me 1 second. Making sure I have the right stuff checked. I've got an 8 and a 5 there. I would hope that's enough to
You stop and talk to them over and go, like, this is really important. There's some terrible people doing terrible things, and we don't want you getting hurt. And they all go nod and go, I don't know who I could tell who would believe anything that I saw there.
All right.
I would ask if I could at least have their addresses because they were taken. We had to at least watch over them, you know?
I just want to get out of here. I don't want anyone coming after me. I don't even know who you are. But if you have anything you want to ask them before they leave, you could ask now. You could also demand they stay.
Zach is interested in knowing just like what's going, like how did they wind up there in the first place?
I was protesting earlier today with some of my friends, and I decided that I would go and get some lunch. But I went down an alleyway I probably shouldn't have, and I got jumped. Things are black after that, but the next that I knew, I woke up in that cage, and they slowly brought in more people after that. They brought the monkey in next, and then we had to wait for hours just there in the darkness. We tried shouting, but no one would come until they came back.
So our suspicions are basically confirmed that the Zetas definitely are kidnapping random people off of the street for their so-called hunts.
Right, that definitely seems to be the impression you're getting here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to stall them as much as I can, get like everybody's story. You know, try to keep them there thinking that they're doing something, but waiting for Wanda, you know.
If you want to roll some mind questioning to go ahead and take them through all the steps of their story, you can write it all down and have it to reference for later.
I would love to do that.
Okay, give me the roll. And Claudia, you're probably going to arrive probably as you see a handful of people walking down the street. So you arrive at the motel.
People on the street at this hour. What's the city coming to? Oh wait,
people
that's
walking out at night as if they're up to something.
Yes, triggers my black sense. Okay, we need to work on that name.
We definitely do. But you all wind up in the hotel room after a little bit of shenanigans. And it looks like you have 2 successes there. You managed to take them through the steps. You have a pretty good idea of where they were, what they were doing, and how they ended up there, and even who got caught first.
Question, can I do my career because I am a reporter?
Your career as a reporter gives you questioning.
Okay.
That's the entire point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm yeah.
Yep. All right, so you are all in the same room now. And James, I assume you heard the bat signal too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They gave you a phone call and invited you along, I believe.
Yeah.
That was the discussion I heard earlier. So you are also there. Discuss away. The bed is a little dirty and creaky, but other than that, it's at least a nice room.
But we'll have to take down their stories. So they said that they threatened Wanda with the fact that they've observed her pain multiple times. So the Zetas not only do they cultivate these weird vril-eating spiders, but they also are some sort of disgusting death-worshipping cult.
That is a shame. Ugh.
Zuck is still sort of shivering, like remembering what he saw, and it's like, whatever that thing was, it definitely wasn't of this world.
Well, I think that's the thing that controls the pit. Apparently, the Zetas are behind it all this time. They've been behind it for like, when did they buy this place? Check my notes.
I believe I gave the impression of it last time. It looks like they've probably been added since 1855 or so.
Yeah, for like 70 years.
Or 1850.
1854 is when JN's journal starts on it. So, and possibly
Yes.
slightly before then. So yeah, so they've known about this place, and it's their ultimate secret. Yeah, so basically they're behind the entity of Willow Springs. Whatever it is, they can compel it to rise in different places. Because where were you when you engaged these folks?
And I asked
the abandoned fishery.
and
Go ahead,
I
Miss
asked like,
Williams. I say go ahead. Sorry.
I asked Zachariah, what do you mean not of this world?
It's like, I don't know how else to describe it. It didn't look like something that belonged here.
Wanda, who's been eerily tranquil this time, will go ahead and pipe up and say, "Oh, it's definitely of this world.
And now I'm listening to
It's
Wanda.
very real."
Could you describe what this thing is?
It's like, did Jasper know about this?
Test.
I'm sorry, you said, did Jasper know about this? And then everything went silent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like realizing I was hearing the stream suddenly, so I thought I missed something.
Well, I mean, obviously, whatever this entity, all of this, apparently the Zetas know everything about this creature. They know it can basically take things out of time and then torture them for some unknown purpose. This backs up everything that Dante has told us and everything, basically everything we know. So, crap. We have to destroy it. Unfortunately, nothing in JN's notes say anything about it. I don't know if the Zetas have any secret books or anything that we may have acquired. In fact, I think JN's journal is the only one that we've acquired that's a secret.
Your guess is as good as mine.
It must torture people for some reason. It can't, even if it's only to satisfy its foul, base urges.
For what they call vril, Wanda says. That's what they want. It has to be. That's why they're doing this, isn't it?
It all
I hope
comes back to the Vril.
I can't think of any other reason. It always seemed mindless to me, but now it seems almost perfectly clear.
Well, based upon what Mr. Gray was doing, we definitely know that Vril is a powerful energy source.
Yep, just packing people inside metal boxes, selling them as toys. It's a crazy world. Well, obviously we have to put an end to the Zetas once and for all. And if they think they're above the law, they're about to find something else out. They can't have infinite member. How big do you think the fraternity is? Because we've already killed like 4 of them.
No idea.
Working our way down the list.
Zach is kind of frown and be like, "It's like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to stay anonymous here. I might need to lay low for a while."
Considering that, according to your testimony, you shouted several times, "Oh, guy," and did any of them survive to get away with that knowledge?
I don't think so.
But
yeah.
yeah, they're probably going to figure things out. This is going to mess with your college education.
Well, it's like it wasn't really going anywhere to begin with. I was just going through the motions.
Hey, Griff,
What's up?
was the guy that we saw that the bear like seduced? Was he there too, or was he not?
Yep, that was the bull.
Yeah.
He's the one you saw in the library. He's the one you saw shouting at you from
Right, but we didn't kill him though, did we?
he fell down, hit the ground, started bleeding, and then Wanda fired many, many bullets into his
Oh,
head.
that was him. Okay.
Wanda still has the gun, and she's been kind of holding it this whole time.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't sure because everybody had the same picture. Sorry, it confused me.
Right, that's why I tried to label them.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Got
It's all good.
a question. The guys that I saw with the bull when they were having lunch, were they the same people in that car, or were they different people?
Oh yeah, these were totally the same people. It's almost like they're friends.
Okay. I'll let the group know that as well. Like they have like their own little like cliques and packs.
Yeah, it's an
You take a
order of.
moment and consider the dark terribleness that you brought upon the world, killing a bunch of friends in their prime, and then you stop and realize, wait, it's not that kind of story, and it's the 1920s, so you brush it off.
Well, it's like the organization of friends, a fraternity, if you will.
Yeah.
Can't say I'm happy about taking a life, but what I did to them what's like based upon what they've been doing to other people, they had it coming.
You didn't take a life, you saved lives. That'll be my viewpoint of this whole situation.
Buddy.
We couldn't
like
just let them endure the same kind of torture I did.
It's like I
I've-
can't go back to the university, that's for sure.
I consistently have voted a nay on the pro-torture agenda.
Yeah.
You did what you had to do. Sometimes justice is not merciful.
Yeah.
Might have to move back into with my parents for real.
But
None of
it's
us know.
strange. I never saw anything like that back there.
What, you didn't see tentacles?
No, I saw plenty of those, but we were always fighting that tiger woman, the one with the axe. Nothing like that ever happened to her, where one of those tendrils would invade her
You can
and bring her
control
back.
people,
We never
obviously.
want to fight with her in the first place, I suppose, but
Yeah, she was working with the creature. She was like pro-creature.
that's right. But
So,
then why has she kept her mind for all this time?
what, the tiger lady? I thought she was crazy.
Well, she is, I suppose. But she didn't have the same gleam in her eye as those others did.
I
As the ones we
suspected
killed.
that. Yeah, I suspected that the creature was that the tiger lady was a slave to the entity, whereas these guys who are just watching you are just some weird, just a bunch of weirdos.
Perhaps if she ever did have this happen to her, it just never happened while we were around.
Well, part of our journal suspects that there was another servant of the entity before her, that she wasn't the first one.
And now they're working on creating a third.
Great. That's what we really need. Well, we need to kill the creature. We need to stop the Zetas.
Wait, that means that there's still one of those creatures out there.
Yep. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, lady.
Possibly 2. There were 3 cars.
Oh gosh, there's 3 of them in the city?
Can't discount the possibility.
Oh god.
Basically, what we're going to have to do is, all right, I really think that we should confront the head of the Zetas, which I think is it the dean that's named as the university's named as the owner, right?
That's right. The current dean is listed as the owner of it. He's the one who manages the property for the university and their ecological circle.
Jesus.
Where is it? Trikoga University. No, that's the student. Yeah, Olgad Noble.
Just threaten Olgat Noble to give the property to me. That's going to look like incredibly suspicious. So I think we should just do that. Originally, what we were planning to do is we ordered the mining equipment, and we were going to go ahead and just go spelunk in there and just, I guess, kick some ass and take some names.
But if we can cut the head off the snake...
Well, I don't think destroying the Zetas is going to do anything about the... Is your mic picking that guy up?
No, we're actually missing things that you're saying, or at least I am.
Oh, wow, okay. If I'm clipping, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking like we should just I'm not really sure what to do. I think originally my plan was to order some mining equipment and see if we could get Dante's entourage network to go ahead and bring us some people and possibly go down there and dynamite the stupid thing.
It's like, do we want to drop a stick of dynamite down that hole we found and see what happens?
Sure, why not? It's the 1920s. I mean, really, what's the worst that could happen?
Collapse the whole place and die horribly.
I'm not, well, yes, but that's a risk I'm willing to let other people take. But really, I want to shatter the power of the Zetas because they're apparently going to. They're a weirdo death cult that needs to be stopped.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. It's like, well, before we do anything, I've been stabbed. I need to rest.
Oh yeah. Well, let's let you go ahead and get some rest. We've taken your statements, unless you want to use some of your photography to give us photos of damning evidence. I've already called the police to raid them on suspect that it was a liquor ring, but I don't know if that's going to bring one investigator or an actual, like, crime busting ring.
I mean, Zach is like, if Edmund can lend him some films, Zach can definitely make a power roll to see what he can get here.
James, you're one of our star photographers. Are you willing to submit to that?
Submit to what?
To let him use your camera to put photos of what he's seen. He has the ability to project using a bodily magnetism as yet unknown by science. He has the ability to project images from his head onto photographic film.
Magic.
It's like you're not getting anywhere near my.
I'll do it.
Yeah, Edmund has.
If only we had a second photographer.
But we
Yeah.
do.
Remember, don't believe in magic. Maybe advanced science, but not magic.
Well, I think what you could believe, James, is that this is we have evidence that there's a cult here. Whether they're supernatural or not, they may just be torturing people for their own sick, perverse desires. And that definitely is something that needs to be exposed.
Oh, definitely.
So let's take their statements and then prepare the story. But
Oh.
I don't own a newspaper, so you're going to have to find a newspaper to print it for you.
It's almost like we have a reporter in the party.
Yeah,
but you
you
guys are
don't.
freelancers. You guys don't actually have a contract with any.
Good old
I thought-
city corruption.
I thought Edmund had a contract with the Herald Examiner.
Edmund?
I don't think I do, right, Griff? I just work with them.
Yeah, you still work for them. That you're basically there as one of their independent reporters.
Right.
You get paid per story you bring in. So, I mean, if you don't bring in stories, you don't get paid, but you
Yeah.
work for them.
Yeah, I just work for them per story. That's all I do.
It's like, well, you have a damn good story here.
Edmund, you've literally had the editor's ear time and again. Is that not good enough for you?
I mean, when it's going to go up, right?
So it's like the main question here is Edmund going to lend Zach his camera here?
I did once already.
Yeah. So let's make the power roll. That's 2. Well, it's like I can get some blurry images at least.
A
Unless I
blurry
wanna-
image? Why, this almost looks exactly like a stage prop. Or a terrible painting. One of those modern artists and their abstract interpretations.
It's like I can try again here.
Yeah, that Picasso fellow.
Yeah, what's up with him?
It's like
Also might be like 40 years too early for him. I need to figure out what time period he was.
Oh,
It doesn't matter.
1910s, 1920s. Yeah, that was his era.
Oh, perfect.
Starting to see
Cubism.
a pushback against representationalism in the media.
Yeah.
Because photos exist, so people are just going, why should I make art that looks just like a photo?
I'm gonna try that once more here.
You got the power.
Yeah.
You can only run it out for tomorrow when you might need it.
There we go. That's 3 successes. That's enough for a more
Still gotta roll your power and see what happens. Hey,
Yeah.
you're fine.
yeah, that's enough for some clearer images of what was going on.
There you go. What exactly kind of image are you putting out there?
Probably images of the world being tortured.
Image of them being tortured up in the pool, right?
Yes.
Just one look at it from everyone else. It seems almost nearly incomprehensible. Neither James nor Claudia went down to see it in person previously. But what you're looking at is undoubtedly something terrifyingly unnatural.
I could comprehend 3 things like that before breakfast.
and of course it's like a being from another dimension. Now he doesn't believe in wizards, but he does believe in interdimensional stuff. So it's like amazing.
I don't believe in wizards, but I do believe in interdimensional.
What? I didn't get
Okay,
that.
then.
Zach is gonna kind of fold his arms and be like, "Do I get a commission for this photograph?" it's like I'm dropping
Gotta
out of
start a
school.
career somewhere, right?
It's like I'm dropping out of school. I need to make money somehow.
You can get free room and board.
Look, you get some sleep, and you guys should get that to the paper. I'm going to go back and I guess we need to call Dante and see if he's made any progress on finding.
Oh, that reminds me. I have business with Dante as well.
Oh, you need to get some rest.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean,
So
literally,
you can go ahead and
that's-
call up Dante now if you want, or tomorrow.
So yeah, everything that's all tomorrow. Literally, your all's adventure, murder spree, whatever. I have been reading a bedtime story to a small child.
Yeah, you've put him to sleep. You're in your living room right now, just kind of trying to relax and get some sleep too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All your excitement, I've been taking care of a child. So.
It's like we keep dragging the old man back into this.
Well, actually, this is his fight too. I wouldn't be dragging him into it if it wasn't his fight too.
Fair.
We're quite the story to tell the little tyke later.
It's like you don't want to give the poor kid nightmares.
Speak for yourself. You're not the boss of me.
Life is unfair.
Well, yeah, it's like if everybody is leaving, Zach is going to settle down into one of the beds and probably pass out.
Right. So we'll go ahead and shift time forward towards tomorrow. Another bright and sunny day. Edmund, you could probably show up at the papers anytime you wanted to show off your stuff. They are preparing a morning edition, and if you got anything to add in last minute, they could.
Yep, I'm going to be doing the story.
So how are you going to sell it to them? The editor is ready to listen to your story. All right, what have you got for us? Better be something nice. We got a whole thing to cover.
Koga University.
You're at Trikoga University, correct?
Huh? Zach attends Trikoga University. He's not a member of the fraternity, though.
I'm trying to RP with my editor.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's the biggest university in the city. So what?
You heard about the Zetas, right?
Didn't they have a... Oh, yeah, you did that break-in a bit ago. Oh, I shouldn't say that aloud, but you did it. No, you did.
I reported on the break-in. I was not there.
Aha, yeah.
Do you
And he
remember
crosses his arms. Well, go ahead. Tell us what you got. It's not a puff piece.
Do you remember reports of mobsters in a warehouse like last?
I'm a little fuzzier on that one, but go on. Get to your point already. Stop wasting my time. We got 30 minutes before we put everything to press.
Trust me, you will want to wait for this story. And I
This
casually
waits for
go into
nobody.
my
Hurry up.
I casually go into my bag and show him the pictures that Zachariah took. First it was robots, now strange creatures are being brought into the city.
What the
And
hell
the
is
Zetas
this?
are involved. It's a strange creature that the Zetas have been
Why are there black
holding up in
smudges
the
all over
courthouse.
it?
One of the pictures was more clear.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
know. He's looking at the clear one. He's going, why are there black smudges all over it? What's holding these guys up?
They're not smudges.
Are they
they're
floating?
Tentacles. No, they're tentacles. They're being held up.
Tentacles?
Like,
What are you talking about? Tentacles are squishy and have fuckers on them. They're squids and stuff. They live
I
in the
don't
ocean.
know.
The lake's fresh water, you idiot.
Well, like
You
I said,
got
sir,
goofed.
I was there, sir. I followed the Zetas there to see what they were doing, and they had people captive,
Hold
and they
them
were feeding
where?
the monster.
What are you talking
In this
about?
warehouse. Who you getting ready to call?
Warehouse. Wait a second, you talking about an old fishery?
Yes, the fish.
Yeah, we got a police report here. I was about to publish it up in the back papers. Apparently there was some sort of anonymous tip for missing for some kind of hidden distillery over there in an abandoned building. Apparently, there are now 3 missing officers.
3 missing off. Oh my god. Like I said, sir, this thing was living there. The Zetas were feeding it actual people.
So you're telling me there's some kind of monster in there and ate 3 officers of the law?
Yep. And it was going to eat 4 of the people that the Zetas.
Well, what are you waiting here
taking
for?
a
Call the
random-
police too about this, but let me publish this first.
Oh, of course. I gotta give you my exclusive, right? It's only fair.
He just can't get over. He's like, yeah, and he killed 3 officers.
It's like Edmund is anything but it's like
I'm always about the paper first. But anyway, sir, I did manage to rescue 4 innocent people that the Zetas have been plucking up. Then they're all willing to get testimony as well.
Oh, you got a story too for this? Good,
Yes.
good. Hand it over.
I gave them all the information.
But you're sure about this?
I would have put my
got-
career on the
You're
line.
sure that when the police find out about this, they're gonna find evidence for this and actually take it. Otherwise, we're gonna be liable for libel.
Well, with 3
Well,
officers missing, I think that's enough help.
I mean, that doesn't prove anything except that they're really good gangsters, but
They would have let the blood. They would have let.
it's better not
something.
come back on us.
better uphold the standards of 1920s journalism.
I'm still gonna put it in the back page, though. You understand. It would mess up all the front page work I've been doing on this strike business. You know those commies are out there right now. It's even going to rain today, and they're still going out there.
Sir, we had robots attacking people. Now we have
we got-
strange.
We got
creatures.
communists in our streets. The whole world's falling apart. I know. One thing at a time. And I got a front page I got to sell to everybody. But your work's gonna be in there. And he starts like fishing around his desk, trying to find some paycheck. Take this up to the front desk. They can write it for you this time. Now get out. I'm busy. I gotta finish this up. Bring me another story.
All right. Quick question: is there a skill to they get more because probably it's like we a lot of money. Correct?
Not here. Not now. And he kicks you out.
Damn
As
it!
soon as you start to try to negotiate, you ain't having any of it. Why are you, a communist, asking for more pay? God damn it. Everyone today.
You gotta pay for good services, right, sir?
I'm gonna write another editorial about how I hate these union strikers demanding 8-hour days. The lazy, that's what it is. My beat reporters, they're out there 24/7.
I am, sir.
Exactly, so get back out there.
Okay.
But they will write you up a check that you can cash for later, and it's definitely going to pay for you for another couple of weeks.
Good. I'm okay with that then.
Okay. And of course, everyone will get to see the paper tomorrow. Front page, of course. Union strikers at it again in the rain. Absolutely crazy, as well as their demands. And then, of course, towards the back page is it's the strange picture of like a black smudge levitating two things over a dank pool of water, and the tagline, "Cops killed by monsters?" ? Only time will tell.
Second to you.
Can our fair city truly afford to disrespect our men in blue today? If they are putting themselves into such danger, ignore all such things said by communists to not trust the police, is how the article goes.
Oh, you tried it, and it's like I told you that. It's like I told you they wouldn't believe it.
Question, DM.
Yes.
This other newspaper company, are they more reliable or more?
Well, there
Like-
was the Herald and there was the Examiner, and now they're the same company.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You do get reliably paid by the Herald Examiner.
Fair. I was gonna say switch companies, but really can't.
But what are you guys gonna plan to do this morning then?
Oh, I'm gonna call Dante as soon as it's sunrise.
All right, Dante. As soon as the sun rises, you wake up and your living room's a little different as your phone's ringing. You see, like the desk that's been worked on, everything's been shuffled away. It's gone.
No, you already told
And
me
the
how
door
she,
to your
You already told me how she rearranged everything when I came back.
right, almost as if she's never been here. And the door to your own room that she's been hogging is open, and nobody's in there.
Okay. I mean, I slept out here in the living room anyway, so.
But your phone rings, and Claudia's on the line.
Yes, what is
Hope
it,
you're
Claudia?
Well, it's good to hear your voice. How are you holding together?
I'm doing alright. Got a busy day today.
Where is he? What is the plan?
I have to meet with a business partner to rehearse some things for a big show that's happening at the end of the week. We've discussed this before, remember? This is a
I just wanted to confirm. I wanted to let you know that there's been a development. The Zetas apparently are actively involved with controlling the creature of Willow Springs.
Was this not a discovery that we've already previously made when we discovered
they
them
were
down there?
We knew they were involved in observing, but we can confirm that they actually worked with it.
Is this actionable intelligence?
S-
Sorry, if you said something, there was nothing heard.
Yes. I mean, well, what we're going to, wow, well, I suppose if the show is currently important to you as your livelihood to carry on, um, we're going to go ahead and move against the Zetas, but I didn't know if you've made any headway on getting a team together to investigate the pits, since you seemed keen on that.
It was my understanding from our last conversation that we were taking a time to gather ourselves, not to launch new directives. I am sorry, Claudia. I do have a work life outside of this, and I know it is important to not only me, but to you and to everybody else as well. But I am also looking after a small child.
That is very admirable of you. I will keep you up to date. I just want you to watch out that if the creature has more allies other than just its warrior or whatever, that you or yours may be a target of the Zetas. So but you're a watchful person, so I'm sure you'll be all right. And also, if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
I mean, I think before the conversation's over, it's a sigh and I would remind you, Claudia, that they attacked my theater more than once already.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you need anything else, let me know.
Of course. I have your number, you have mine.
Godspeed to you, Dante. You've been a true friend. I guess that's it. I'll just hang up.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more I can say. That's a pretty strong. That's a pretty strong hang-up line. I can't say anything better than that.
Well, and also, I'm also like, it's also good to hear your voice. Like, it's good for me to check in to make sure. Oh, and I haven't been murdered in my sleep or anything like that. It's like, okay, good.
Well, I mean, it's
'Cause
probably a good showing that. Oh wow, he's got a child now.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where you picked up this kid, but
real
but I also
early.
know
You don't remember real early, the Riddle brothers?
I thought so. That's who I thought this was. Well,
Yep.
also we've been accumulating people because it's just like, oh yeah, here's another victim of unimaginable horror.
Yeah, but
We're monster hunters. You know, that happens in our line of work.
you're a monster hunter. I just happen to get caught up in monsters. From a small child. I am the background footage that you see. Like, if this was a movie, I'd be the background footage, and then you'd encounter me later on in a movie and discover that I was the child that you saw at the very beginning of the movie.
Yep, I believe it.
All right.
Well, I'm satisfied that Dante is alive and still working. So I suppose in 1920s terms, that's good. No one would just work through the concept of someone being clinically depressed and just working through their pain. It's not a thing we entertain yet. So
Yeah, that would never happen. Like, they're working, they're happy.
I was just reading about shell shock and all that kind of thing. Don't let them just malinger. They'll just lie about being stressed out from constant near death. I can't believe we laugh about this. It's so horrible.
To be fair, Dante has an outlet for that coming up tonight, assuming 2 people show up.
Right. Oh, I'm just comment.
Well, yeah,
so
yeah.
So,
I mean, Dante did express severe depression. What? Not just a couple days ago. He's been trying to get over.
Well, that's why I called. So,
Of course, you're like his only friend.
So the next thing to do, well, I'm just a full-time vigilante. I guess I'll read the paper, call up my friends, meet my personal trainer to continue my training, that sort of thing. We gave Dante the journal, right? Who did we give the journal to?
I have it.
Right. So Dante is the one who's been reading that. Okay. Because you were like using research, I think, with who? Was it you and Gunn who were researching it?
I think we each individually, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, EHH, but I think we both individually read stuff from it at the library or wherever we got the book.
Probably.
You all sort of worked together to kind of interpret it. You were
Okay,
all
that's
there.
good.
Right, I just know that me and him both had the book specifically, but then I took it because it had rituals inside of it.
Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and spend the day in training, but I think if nothing else comes up during the day, I think I'm going to go find out I'm also going to find out where the dean lives, because I think I need to put a proper end to this once and for all.
Okay, so you go and try to check out the dean. The dean has hours in which he's supposed to be in his office. The students at least can go meet him.
You're misunderstanding. I'm not
okay.
visiting him during the day.
Oh, you're trying to figure out where he lives.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. It's time to do the Batman thing and like confront him.
What time of day are you planning to do that at?
Oh, the witching hour.
Oh, perfect, wonderful. So you have your plan for the day. I suppose you'll also try to go and check in on Mr. Gray as well, right?
Oh yeah. I'll go check out the garage. I left Mr. Gray unsupervised with a bunch of vril.
That you did, and when you get there, he isn't there. Your helmet is there, however, and a note. The note more or less reads, sorry for leaving so soon. Dante's grandmother came by. I'll be heading back to Willow Spring. Apparently there's some people who might need some vril.
Dante doesn't have a grandmother. I mean, Dante's what, 50?
Let's see, I was born in 76, so... I'm always forgetting what year it currently is.
It's 1923, right?
Right.
Yeah. Dante's grandmother. God, Mr. Gray, you're an idiot!
P.S. Keeping the other helmet, I figured I'd give it a real test run and see how it goes. Wish me luck. See you soon, Mr. Gray.
I'm going to ask the people at the garage, okay, so that guy that I said wasn't supposed to leave, how did he leave?
Wait, he left?
He left the stone. Also,
What?
look, observe. Do you see this room over here? You know, the closet, the water closet. Do you see him in any of those places?
No, he's... Oh my gosh, how did he slip by us? Oh gosh.
I knew I should have bought an entourage instead of just
He just
paying
seems
money.
so nice, and he just seems so nice. He talked to us, and I thought we could trust him. He didn't seem like he wanted to leave, and he even said that if he was going to, he'd definitely tell us first. He betrayed our trust. That must have been what happened.
Oh boy.
Just gonna stare. Well, moving on. Mistakes were made. So none of you saw him leave. I'm not that surprised. Did he reload the acid gun?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
You actually
give me that.
There are actually 6 total bottles of vril for you, and your garage keepers will say it looks like he made like a handful more of those too.
Yeah, be careful. These are made from unpleasant, These are made from things that cannot be easily or reproduced.
Yeah, where did he get all of this from?
It's a trade secret, and it's also toxic, so don't like get any of it on you.
I wasn't thinking of drinking it. It ain't orange juice.
Don't, yeah, orange juice. That is the best I've heard all day.
It's like what
It's
are
only
the
6 in the morning, man.
it's like what are the physiological side effects of drinking Rill?
Well, it's this specifically is an acid. So first a light burning sensation, and then
Followed by convulsions, followed by
rapid.
irrecoverable madness, followed by the power of the mundane being transcended, followed by death.
I was gonna suggest powerful flailing of your hands as you try to catch your intestines before they hit the floor. Because we're all sweetness and light here in the urban jungle stream.
That's right. You come here because you love sunshine and rainbows, and we love taking it away.
Mhm.
All right. So you've got quite a bit of Rill hanging about for whatever purpose you intend, including refilling the gun if you really wanted to.
It's the only thing I can think of to do with it, but Jesus. All right. I'll gather all this crap up and then well, great. He's gone off to visit. Somebody came by and fooled him, and it was probably freaking Osborne. So, who also knows about the garage? By the way, guys, watch out for weirdos.
Oh, will do. I mean, no one else has really come by the garage, so keeping an eye out.
Well, if no one
And
else
he'll
comes
go
by,
ahead and like pull his jacket open, show off that he has like a pistol in there, and close his jacket again.
well, yeah, you should because this is 1920s and people just freaking rob you. But
Exactly.
yeah, just watch yourselves. Or also, if no one comes by, you realize this is a for-profit business, right?
Well, I mean, it's not our fault.
All right, I'll go buy some ads in the paper.
Sounds like a good plan, boss.
It's an exciting day. Wow. Well, crap. I guess it's time to go visit the clipping service to see if they found anything out. And I guess people are going to start melting pretty soon again or something like that since he's on the loose again.
Good question. I did interrupt you in the middle of what you were actually planning to do. What are your next steps here? You said you
Well, my
wanted
plan
to
was to check in on him. That done. So I guess the next step is to like I said, go visit. Actually, the clipping service isn't really is just looking for Osborne at the moment. Oh, Osborne and Seekovic. The clipping service always looks for Osborne, Seekovic, and Gamigan. That's the detective agency. They might not have anything.
They actually don't at the moment, unfortunately.
Right. Well, then I'm gonna go rest up because tonight I'm gonna go do some vigilanting at the dean's place.
Okay. So yeah, you're resting up. What about the rest of the crew? Zechariah, you're in a motel with Wanda.
Well, it's like Zach doesn't have a car, so he's sort of stuck there unless he goes wandering the streets.
DM,
Yes.
how big is my apartment? We haven't discussed that, or
I mean, you probably live alone, right? So you probably have a 1-bedroom apartment.
with all this extra money I've been getting, can I upgrade or?
If you want to, though, you better bring in a story soon.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try to upgrade. How does that work? I'm not sure. It's like
We don't have any hard or fast rules. Doesn't matter. You can go ahead and try to shift over apartments, and you could work on that today.
yeah, I would love doing that to get a better apartment.
Apartment hunting would be a lot of questioning and negotiation. I believe as a reporter you have questioning.
You can find the best prices out there.
Yep, it's hitting the bricks, trying to find a better place.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing then. New place.
Right. So I'd been saying the street at finding an apartment. And Zechariah.
Let's see.
Guess you don't have classes today, huh?
Zach is like, even if I did, I don't think I'd show up. I'm getting the idea that might not be a good idea for me to go back to Trikoga.
I know. Do you think they'd really do something just out on university property in the open? You can fly away too. You still have wings.
That's true. I don't want to put other people in danger, though. Um, let's see. Well, the first thing on Zek's mind is Dante's offer. He's been thinking it over, and now, you know, he had his reservations about speaking with the dead. He took Dante's advice into consideration, but right now it's like the temptation to speak with his brother again is too great. And also he has a distinct feeling that Jasper might be able to give them some more clarification as to what's going on. So
All right, so
did Dante give Zach a number that he could call?
Claudia did that last night. You probably have a number you can call him at.
All right. Zach is going to attempt to contact Dante.
What time of day is it?
It's still morning. You're getting up. Timothy is scavenging up a little bit of toast. Gotta go to school. Gotta go to school.
Right. Gotta drop him off at school first, too.
Mm-hmm.
Drop me off? Oh, you have a car. That's right.
That.
I usually just walk.
Well, I mean, I was gonna walk. Sorry, 1 second. I was going to walk with you to school.
That would be great.
Yes, I will. And I will take you to school, and then I will pick you up afterwards.
Okay. Oh, and then you have your magic stuff tonight. I get to see that.
Well, you'll see the after bit of it. We will still be practicing when the school lets out, so I will pick you up, take you back, and you could see the end of our practice.
That sounds great.
Yes,
Oh, I'll get to see so many cool things.
it will be fun.
Yeah. And Timothy will you'll escort Timothy to school, and by the time you get back, your phone's ringing, of course, and wouldn't you know it, it's Zechariah.
Before that,
Zach is just...
sorry, to interrupt you, Zach. It's just I have
Sure.
a real moment here. They take their own lunches to school, right?
Yes.
It's actually 20, so yeah.
Yeah. Did he have anything? Did I send him to school or something?
Do you want to?
I have to. Yeah.
Okay, you want to roll some mind and craft? Can you make a sandwich?
Craft for sandwich making?
Yeah, it's a skill.
Sure, it's not academics.
Cooking,
Do
yeah.
I know
guess
the
cooking
instructions?
Cooking is a skill like any other.
Mind. Well, I mean, you know how to put together something that's not actually terrible for lunch and isn't just a sandwich with a slice of meat in it. But you send him off, and he should have a good lunch today.
All right.
Read this recap for me. A sandwich isn't just bread with a slice of meat in it.
Well, it isn't a sad sandwich.
I mean, how long ago was the sandwich invented now? That I need to make a roll to make a sandwich? What was the fail state of this?
The failure state would be sending him with 2 slices of bread and a single sad slice of bologna between them.
Right, but I mean, this is literally
And then
day
saying,
one.
that's good enough.
This is literally day one. If this was like a movie or something, something has to happen to get me frazzled first, where I wind up in the kitchen with shit all over me.
Yeah, you are never going to ignite breakfast on fire here.
Right,
This isn't
this
a
is day
sim-
one. The sandwich should have been the easy thing.
It's like there's way too much mayonnaise on this. What was he thinking?
No!
All right, but you get the call. You get the call from Zechariah.
Just don't want Timothy there trading stuff because he didn't like what I gave him. Okay, anyway, call.
Zach is just gonna be like, I've been thinking about the offer you made me, and after last night, I've decided I do want to go through with it.
I told you just to show up at the theater. I don't know why you're calling me.
Well, it's like I'm sort of stuck at this hotel at the moment. But I guess I'll see you there.
Yes, I told you at the time. The doors are locked, so do not show up early.
All right. So I guess Zach is going to. Well, I mean, I'm not sure how far the theater is. If he could walk there, if he needs to catch a cab or something.
You
You
need to
could
catch
probably
a
take a bus
bus.
around. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
as a
okay.
reminder, he
Okay.
told you to go there at night, and it is morning, so maybe
Yeah,
don't catch
so-
a bus now.
Yeah, so probably need to find. Okay, so actually, I've got an idea of what I want Zach to do. He's going to spend the morning writing a letter to his parents. Basically, he's not going to go into extreme detail, but he's going to basically say that he's going to be that he's thinking about dropping out of the university due to personal reasons.
Right. You
And that
start
he-
writing up the letter, and as you do, you see flashes of the future of we still love you and such coming
Yeah,
back
and-
in a future letter.
Yeah, and possibly the possibility of him having to come back and live at home for a little while.
You'll
But
have
thi-
to get a real job.
It's,
kind
like
of talk.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. Like basically, he needs to discuss his future with his parents because he knows he can't stay at Tricoga. So he's gonna write a letter to his parents, sort of explaining his intentions. He's probably gonna like during the day drop that off at the post office to send that off, and then he's gonna sort of just mill around until evening, and then take a bus to the theater to meet Dante at the theater in the evening.
Right. You
That's-
have you have insider with your own parents. You don't have to make a roll for this or anything.
Mhm.
But yeah, you will end up at the theater. Wait, 9 in the evening? Wasn't it in the morning?
No? Remember, I have rehearsals today.
Okay, so you're scheduling him for after rehearsals then.
Yeah, it was like 7 or 9 o'clock at night. I have rehearsals all day. I have to pick up Timothy from school. Then he's going to come back and he's going to watch
Ow.
some rehearsals.
Yeah.
Also, like, what is Wanda doing? I suppose Zach could offer to tag along if Wanda wants to tag along to the theater. If she can come along.
That sounds great. Though I was
Yeah. thinking
maybe I could take a walk or something.
And Zach will just sort of nod and be like,
If
"Well,
there's
I'm
more of those things in the city, maybe I could see signs of it.
Zach will nod and be like, "Well, you know where to find me."
Right. I'm definitely not going to wander straight in like Edmund did last time.
No,
Hey.
please. It's like, please. It's like, well, Edmund is not with us right now. I assume he's probably
Yes. So she's just throwing shade at your back.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, so yeah, Zach will just sort of nod and be like, "It's like just be careful and don't do anything by yourself. Remember, you've got friends to have your back."
I will. I'll be sure to call you guys back if I see anything.
Sounds
I
good.
should be fine out there. Oh, do you have like a couple dollars I could borrow?
Zach will sort of like fish around in his pocket, so he probably has enough to make bus fare at least.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
take a couple of dollars out and she'll go
Mm.
ahead and pocket it.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll actually reach out and give you a hug before she goes.
Zach will return the hug and be like, "Be safe."
I will. And she's
Alright.
out. All right. And that just leaves James. What are you doing with the majority of your day here?
I go into the library, just working with Edna.
Right. She's there and she's happy to work through it. And she'll actually look through some of the newspaper day and go, "Oh, this one's sort of interesting. 3 police officers just disappear over at the fishery on the wharf.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Huh. Yeah, that's weird. This picture is really weird too. It's not normal. It's so much higher quality. Someone must have had a full film camera for this. But it does kind of just look like a bunch of black smudges, though. What is this supposed to be? A monster? More yellow
Yeah.
journalism, I think.
I know the guy who took it.
Oh, you do? Was it that Edmund fellow?
Yeah.